Always remember that small daily improvements create big long-term changes. And even when progress feels slow, every tiny step still brings you closer to the person you want to become. Be kind to people even when you do not fully understand their struggles, because gentle behavior often heals pain that has never been spoken out loud. Never rush your life journey by comparing it with others, because every person has a different pace, different timing, and a different story that cannot be copied. Choose your words carefully, because a single calm sentence can fix problems while a single angry sentence can create wounds that take years to heal. When life feels heavy, give yourself permission to rest instead of quitting, because pausing for strength is sometimes the smartest way to move forward again. Protect your peace by avoiding unnecessary arguments, because not every comment deserves a reply, and not every situation needs your emotional energy. Learn to walk away from people who drain your happiness, because staying with the wrong energy slowly destroys your confidence and stops your growth. Spend time with people who support your goals, because the company you keep deeply affects your decisions, your mindset, and the quality of life you create. Forgive yourself for old mistakes that cannot be changed, because holding guilt forever only steals the joy you deserve to enjoy in the present moment. Be grateful for small blessings every day, because appreciation turns ordinary moments into meaningful memories and helps your mind stay balanced during difficult times. Focus on progress and not perfection, because waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect version of yourself will only delay the life you could already be building. Learn to listen more than you speak, because understanding others often teaches you things that talking continuously can never show. Stay humble no matter how successful you become, because pride creates distance, while humility builds strong relationships and keeps your heart grounded. Don't let fear stop you from trying new things, because courage is built by taking actions that your comfort zone tries to stop you from taking. Surround yourself with honest friends who tell you the truth with kindness, because fake support feels good for a moment but harms you in the long run. Make time for yourself even on busy days, because your mind needs space to breathe, reset, and stay connected to the direction you truly want to follow. Stop expecting people to act the way you would, because everyone thinks differently, and unrealistic expectations often create disappointment and unnecessary stress. Be patient with your dreams, because real success grows slowly, and the most meaningful achievements require time, discipline, and consistent effort. Learn to enjoy your own company, because inner peace and self-respect come from understanding yourself deeply and not depending on others for constant happiness. Speak kindly to yourself, because the voice inside your head shapes your confidence, your choices, and your ability to face challenges with strength. Take responsibility for your actions, because blaming others may protect your ego for a moment, but it never helps you grow into a stronger and wiser person. Learn to accept things you cannot control, because resisting reality only creates stress, while acceptance gives you the power to focus on what you can improve. Your future becomes brighter when you stop fighting your past, because peace begins the moment you no longer let old memories control your present decisions. Choose consistency over motivation, because motivation comes and goes, but steady habits are what truly shape your results and define the quality of your life. Be gentle with yourself during difficult times, because healing is not instant, and emotional wounds need patience, understanding, and steady care to finally fade. Always trust your intuition, because your inner voice often understands things that your eyes cannot see and your mind cannot immediately explain. Do not be ashamed to ask for help, because strong people know when they need support, and sharing burdens often makes life easier to handle. Learn to manage your money wisely, Because financial discipline protects your independence, reduces stress, and gives you more freedom to make better life choices. Focus on building inner strength, because life will not always be kind. And emotional resilience allows you to stand back up even after heavy difficulties. Stop chasing the approval of people who don't care about your effort, because true confidence comes from valuing yourself, not from seeking validation. Give more than you promise, because actions speak louder than words, and being reliable builds trust that lasts much longer than temporary compliments. When you feel lost, start with one small step, because direction becomes clearer when you move, not when you sit still waiting for perfect clarity. Be mindful of your reactions, because you cannot control everything around you, but you can control how you respond, and that choice shapes your peace. Learn from criticism without letting it break you, because sometimes helpful lessons hide inside uncomfortable words that your pride does not want to hear. Spend time with older people, because their experiences often contain wisdom that saves you from mistakes you might not see coming. Be brave enough to walk away from comfort when it no longer helps you grow, because staying safe can sometimes be the biggest risk. Don't expect loyalty from people who benefit from your silence, because some relationships survive only when you ignore the truth. Remind yourself that happiness is created by mindset, not by expensive things, because peace comes from how you think, not what you own. Practice self-control, because mastering your impulses gives you more power than controlling other people or external situations ever could. Choose honesty even when it is difficult, because truth builds strong foundations. While lies eventually destroy everything you tried to protect, value time more than money, because time cannot be purchased or recovered, and wasting it on meaningless activities steals opportunities you may never get back. Be open to learning new skills, because the world changes quickly, and adapting early keeps you confident, capable, and ready for future opportunities. Respect people even when you disagree with them, because maturity is shown not by winning arguments but by handling differences with patience and dignity. Celebrate your small victories, because acknowledging progress makes your journey feel lighter and motivates you to keep moving forward with determination. Let go of people who only come around when they need something, because genuine relationships include mutual effort, care, and respect. Be careful with promises, because broken commitment damages trust deeply, and it takes much longer to rebuild trust than to lose it. Keep your heart open but your boundaries strong, because kindness without limits allows others to misuse your generosity. Spend time in silence sometimes, because quiet moments help you understand yourself, refresh your mind, and bring clarity to confusing situations. Be thankful for challenges, because difficulties teach you lessons that comfort never teaches, and every hardship adds strength to your character. If a man does not have sex with many women, it is a sign that he does not need them. Dream big, but plan realistically, because imagination creates vision, while practical steps turn that vision into something real and achievable.